G'day, Raleigh. Welcome back to episode 53 of the This is Raleigh podcast. We're recording this at the moment at Raleigh Founded, North Street location in their podcast studio, which is great for us because we can just walk in, hit record, and we're good to go.
Yes. Talking about our furry friends today. Pet-friendly things to do and places to go in Raleigh.
Yep, this is all about pets. We thought, everyone loves pets. It's a big topic of conversation. Lots of people are always asking us, where can they take their dogs, what's dog-friendly, pet-friendly, etc. And so we thought we'd jump on. We haven't had a lifetime of experience with pets ourselves until recently. So we thought we'd share a little bit of our story and what we've discovered in the past 18 months owning pets of our own and some really cool local businesses and things that we have found.
Yes. When we first moved to America, now Australia, we have pets in Australia, but the US, being the US, they take everything to the next level. And when we first moved here, it was kind of like we're the only ones that don't have a dog or a pet. And we'd go to house parties and people, if they couldn't bring their dog, wouldn't go to their house parties. I'm like, it's crazy. I remember we went to a election party way back in 2004 and election parties, we don't do them in Australia either, thankfully. And I think there were just as many dogs as people at this party. So that kind of opened our eyes to, and when we're living in apartment complexes, it was like almost everyone had a dog in their apartment, and that's not a common thing in Australia either, much stricter. So yeah, you guys love your furry friends, and we totally get it now after being pet owners the last 18 months. They become part of your family.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't think we'd ever own pets because I'm sure a lot of you who followed us for a long time know that we travel all the time, and it is part of our business as well. We are travel professionals. If you don't know, we have a travel blog called whytravelblog.com, which we have had for 14 years. So that obviously involves us travelling a lot. So we always knew it wasn't fair for us to take on a pet if we could not look after it properly because we were always travelling. But we came back from full-time travel just before the pandemic to settle in Raleigh full-time. We're still travelling, obviously, not as much and not full-time. And our daughters kept begging us for pets, and we knew dog would never work. We're not really, well, personally, I'm not a dog person. I'm more of a cat person. And my daughters are too. And it was our eldest birthday. And so finally we relented and said, okay, we can get some cats because that will work for us. And so we did for her birthday in September 2022. We adopted Mavis. We found Mavis at the SPCA Wake County shelter, which is on Pet Finder Lane. I love the name of that lane, in South Raleigh, just off Tryon Road. And they were fantastic. So, we're going to share a little bit about them as well. And we found Mavis, and our daughter Kalira, because it was for her birthday, she picked Mavis out, cute little black kitten. She was 3 months old. And she was with her sister Ivy. Now, as we said, we were first time
being ignorant
pet owners,
not knowing a lot,
not knowing much at all.
Pet ownership. Yeah, we split up the litter, and then felt really bad about that. And then, like 2 days later, went back and got Ivy. And well, actually, being new pet owners and new cat owners, we put messages out on social media asking for tips, and overwhelming majority of the number one tip is, like, if you get one cat, get another cat. Particularly with our travel lifestyle, if we're out all day or away for the weekends and stuff, cats can get quite lonely and they need a companion, especially if it's for a sister from the same litter. So
yeah, and it was so funny because we'd just meet random people on the street and they would say the same thing. So we kept hearing this, and I was feeling bad anyway because I was like, oh no, we left that other cat behind. So it was about 5 days later, and we were at the North Hills Iron Chef competition, and I was talking to a lady there, and she just kept telling me about how good it is to have the litter cats to have a mate. So I was like, that's it. We're going back to get Ivy. who that wasn't her name at the time. So I reached out to SPCA and I'm like, please tell me she's still around. And they said, yes, she is. So we went and picked her up the next day. But funny thing, she had, in the meantime, it had only been like 5 days, she had been adopted out. And they'd brought her back because they found she wasn't getting along with the pets in their house and she was just crying all the time. So it was just incredible that we were able to get her. And so we ended up with 2 cats. We started off, we'd never have any pets. And then in the space of a week, we had 2 cats, sisters, and just absolutely beautiful, beautiful cats.
Yeah, I mean, cats are very independent and they look after themselves basically. So there was no real difference of having 1 cat or having 2 cats and probably having 3 cats. Obviously, more food, a little bit more food and
more money.
If you have to do the vet stuff, obviously. But for us, like, it's not like a dog, I guess, where you have to walk your dogs and stuff like that and let them out at early hours in the morning to go to the toilet. So, yeah, it was totally fine.
Yeah, and they come to you, they're litter trained and all of that. We didn't really have to do anything to train them. Cats are just so easy. And, being sisters, they just obviously got along so well and kept each other great company. We, 18, just close to 18 months we had them for. And unfortunately, about a month ago, our sweet Ivy suddenly died. Sorry.
It's okay. It's, it's very sad.
It's just heartbreaking. I just haven't stopped crying, actually. I thought I was okay, but we just loved her so much. Obviously, you love your pets so much, and we don't know what happened. She was very healthy and happy, and then my eldest daughter was home from school, and she found her. And they think it was an underlying heart condition that wasn't picked up.
No symptoms. She was just full of energy, full of joy, and just happened so suddenly, which was like a total shock. And yeah, it's very hard. Like I said, they become part of your family, and she was a little legend. And 18 months, way too soon. Grateful for the time that we had with her, but sure, it's not easy at any time, but I'm guessing it'd be a lot easier if it was 18 years versus 18 months. It's just
unexpected,
robbed of all those extra memories and time we would have had.
Yeah,
getting to know her and stuff, and her, of course, and Mavis. She was obviously confused and very sad, not knowing what went on, which is the other hard thing. Like, at least with us, we can talk to each other and check in, but like, you can't talk to a cat and reason with a cat and explain to the cat your sister's suddenly not here anymore.
Yeah.
And especially when she sits on the stairs and cries out for her, waiting for her sister to come down and play, and she never comes down. That's hard.
Yeah, they had this little game they like to play together. We have these like little mice, little animals, little toys, kind of like a stuffed toy, and they would play together with it all night long, and they would make this noise when they played it, and so Mavis would bring that mouse and make that noise and sit at the bottom of the stairs and wait for Ivy which was so heartbreaking. So now we're playing the mouse game with her.
Yeah.
Not at 3:30 a.m. though. She tries to get us up at 3:30 to play the mouse game, but we have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah,
at 6:30 we play it.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard. Like the sudden, experienced a sudden shock of loss before, and pet grief is definitely a thing. And I'll be honest, I was the guy that when we first moved over here or growing up, it was like, why do you care about your pets so much? But now living through it and having them part of the family and get so attached, it's like, I totally get it. Yeah,
and I know a lot of people have since said to us that pet grief is almost, if not as much trauma as losing a person. And I guess with pets, it's just a pure love and just a unconditional love because, they love you no matter what. You love them no matter what, and there's nothing tainting that love. And so I think when that happens, when they pass, it's just that purity. It's quite shocking to lose that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like their loyalty unconditional love, as you said, and just the way they look at you. No matter how crappy your day's going, like they'll be there for you, and the way they look in your eyes and stuff like that. It's amazing.
Yeah. So that's our journey,
our story so far. And the story will continue.
That's right. And so we mentioned, Mavis was struggling, and so just we sort of knew that it would be best to get another cat for her, especially given our travel. Like, we don't want to leave Mavis alone. And so we decided it was time just this past week to get another pet. So we returned to the SPCA. We really love them there. They're just so great. They really take care of the animals in the shelter there. They have a screening. Now, we've not adopted anywhere else, so I can't say what other places are like. I'm sure they're all the same. But I loved how, you have an interview process with them. Even though we adopted before, we had to do it again this time. And they just screen you with questions. They just want to check that you're capable of looking after the pet financially, emotionally, and time-wise as well. And they give them the animals, they're up to date on their vaccinations, they're spayed and neutered, and give you lots of advice as well about, how to take care of whatever the pet is, how to introduce them into your home, especially if you have other cats or other dogs or that around. So they were great. So we went back there, and again, we were so lucky with Ivy, and this time we got so lucky with little Peach. It's not kitten season at the moment. Kitten season starts up very soon because it's too cold at the moment. And so soon there's going to be an abundance of kittens. They're going to have too many. And that's why it's great to adopt cats, because on this pet journey that we've been on, dogs as well, I've only just learnt that so many of them are euthanized because they can't do anything with them. They're overwhelmed, and they're not, we need people to adopt them basically. And so it wasn't kitten season, and everywhere we looked there were no kittens at anywhere, and we just thought it would be easier getting a kitten because they can kind of adjust. They're a lot more flexible and can adjust quickly, faster, which would be better for Mavis.
Yeah.
And so we went to the SPCA. They had one kitten, Peach, and Peach is 5 months. And as soon as we walked in, she was hilarious. She was nibbling at our fingers. She was rolling around, showing us her tummy, showing us her backside, all those signs that she's into you and wanted us to be into her. And we just fell in love with her straight away. And unfortunately, she had an adoption already pending on her. And we were like, oh, no. And the guy said, you can put an adoption on her, though, because we typically take 3 and we have backups because you just never know. So I said to the girls, well, come on, let's do it because you never know. And I just said, we kind of need a miracle now. So we put an adoption in, and then an hour later we heard and they said, oh, the adoption fell through. Peach is yours. So again, just so lucky. And Peach is she's unlike Mavis and Ivy. Mavis and Ivy are really shy and cautious. They hide a lot.
She's full of
Peach
energy
is
and
wild.
Brave.
She's wild.
like Mavis and Ivy, even at 18 months, they're still like, we know where the name Scaredy Cat comes from because they're still scaredy cats. I'm like, are they ever going to grow out of that? Whereas Peach, from day one, she's like the big brave lion, king of the jungle.
Get me out of this room, because we have to. They recommend that we isolate them for 2 weeks. One being that in case Peach has picked up anything in the shelter, that's like the incubation period where 2 weeks should be fine. We don't want her to pass anything onto Mavis, but also to give them time to get used to each other and get to know each other's scent, and so then they become friends better than if you just dump them in the same room together, which you shouldn't do. Yeah. And she's just trying to escape all the time from that room. And the cats are kind of talking to each other through the door. Peach keeps putting her paws under and trying to get to Mavis, and Mavis is like, who is this wild thing in my house right now?
Super cute. But we did struggle, though, whether to go down the route of getting a cat. And it was hard. And we didn't want to do it too soon. If we did too soon and not on Ivy, it was really difficult. I think long term, it is best for Mavis that we did get another cat, and but yeah, it was difficult. Like a bit of guilt there, obviously, and but yeah, we have enough space to still cherish Ivy and her memories and honour her and welcome, give another home, as you mentioned. It's great to adopt and give another home to a little furry friend, and hopefully that Mavis and her will, grow old together and share lots of memories.
Yeah, there's a lot of fear there for me now. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to lose them, another one early. But you have to kind of let that go and just think about the blessings you're giving to the cats. And I was just blown away by the amount of support we had when Ivy passed. And it just goes to show just how much people love pets and their own experiences with them, treasure them so much. I mean, my sister sent flowers all the way from Australia. We had people phoning, sending messages, coming around to check on us. My vet sent a card to say they were thinking of us. Design for Joy sent a card. It was just incredible to me. So many of our followers on both Raleigh and the travel site kept reaching out and saying things and making comments, and so many were saying it will be very healing for you to get another cat, and that it's a very hard decision because you don't want to replace the cat. And I was worried about that with Ivy, but I haven't felt that actually. I've just felt, I've understood that I have capacity to just be so in love and joyful about Peach, but just still love and treasure Ivy. And it's hard because you're like, well, if Ivy didn't die, we wouldn't have Peach. But you just can't think like that. Yeah. Because you can't control life.
No, it is life. And it's like, yeah, neither of us are immortal, us humans or animals. And, I guess you got to learn to deal with people coming and going within your life and your pets. So life lessons. But, it was hard.
Okay, so that's our journey with pets and our experiences here in Wake County, Raleigh. So we did want to shout out to the SPCA. We truly love them. You can donate to them, you can adopt, and of course if for some reason you have to give up an animal, if you find an animal that needs help, you can send them there. They really will be taken care of. They're microchipped as well, and Peach had her rabies shot too. There are other places you can adopt. As I mentioned, we don't have experience. We did go and look at the Wake County Animal Shelter on the weekend before we heard that we had found Peach. And I can't really say much about it, really.
No, we don't have a lot of experiences going into different shelters. Sorry about that. So, we can't compare too much.
Yeah.
But we just know that the SPCA we went to were great, and happy to go back there and recommend them.
Yeah, and I know the Wake County Animal Shelter is a government one, so I think it's probably slightly different. But I did feel the animals in the SPCA had a much nicer area to hang out in. It felt like the others were just kind of in a hallway in a cage. But that's not to say they're not taken care of, though. I'm sure they really are. And there was a lady coming in and she was looking for her cat. She had lost her cat and she was hoping someone had handed it in to the Wake County Animal Shelter. So that is a resource there for you too. If you lose a cat, you can check it out there, or if you find a cat, you can and take it to them and they'll look for it and hopefully find their owners. That's why microchipping your cats is a great idea, because your details are on their microchip, and they put our vet's details on there as well, and the SPCA, so they have all our details, so they can easily find us should our cats go missing. But Mavis and Ivy, as we mentioned, scaredy cats will never leave the house. I think we're going to have to keep an eye on little Peach, though. I think she's going to go wandering. I guess we could mention they were they're indoor cats. Obviously, people have outdoor cats, outdoor dogs, indoor dogs. But our experience so far is just with indoor cats. Yeah, and they do encourage now for indoor cats, just because of so much of the bird life is being taken away by feral cats and outdoor cats, which they're just doing their thing, just being animals. But it's something to think about as well. Some other adoptions, Second Chance Pet Adoptions is another place, safe haven for cats. Connie's Kittens, some of these are in Carey, but I believe Connie Kittens, she really wants you to adopt in pairs. So I'm not, if she has a single cat or kitten, then of course you can adopt it. But typically she's asking that you do adopt in pairs. And many of the places will do that because some of the cats, they bond together and they want to keep them together. So that's something to be aware of. They're just some of the adoption places that I'd heard of. Please, we're going to create a blog post. We're going to have all these links in there. If you know of any other great ones, please put it in the comments on the blog post. Not on Instagram, because Instagram is very hard to find information on there after you've posted it. But you can easily find that on our blog, so people can use that as a resource for pet-friendly places in Raleigh. Also, the show notes of this podcast will link to all these website resources as well. So if you listen to this podcast via our page, go down to the show notes and we'll link to them. That's right. And our vet, I mean, you can recommend vets too in the comments. I mean, there's so many vets around. It's incredible. Again, like I said, when we moved to the US, it's like, who doesn't have a dog or a cat? And it's honest, kind of like dentists. There's almost a pet on every corner. Yeah. Like there's a dentist on every corner. It's big business. And then obviously the big pet stores. And so, yeah, the pet industry, it's a big deal in America. It's a big business. So it is. There's a lot of vets, and they're all, I'm sure most of them do a great job. And our vet is Mayfair, Animal Hospital. Dr. Foster there looks after our cats, and they're great. And they all have been great with our cat care, and obviously they were great with Ivy's passing. And we did take Mavis to the CVCA cardiac care in Kerry, and they were wonderful. They ran a bunch of checks on Mavis because of the way Ivy died suddenly. Mavis did have a heart murmur, so there was worry that she would also have a heart condition that we didn't know about. And thankfully, all her tests came back great. But I did want to shout out to them as well, because they were wonderful in how they cared for Mavis and ran those tests on her as well. So again, in the blog post, please, in the comments, if you want to shout out to one of your pet care providers, please do so, because there's only so much that we know of and can mention. Okay, so we're going to go through some pet services in Wake County, and then we'll look at some pet-friendly places. But before we do that, I also just want to mention, we do travel a lot. If we're away for just a couple of days, our neighbours, one of our neighbours, a friend of ours, she's a vet, so she's wonderful. She helps to take care of the cats and just comes over and feeds them, changes the litter and stuff. Or her kids. Yeah, which is great. But there's also Rover is a kind of like a pet sitting service. They'll come over to your house for an hour or two, however long you need them, and do what you need to do to look after your pet. For dogs, they'll walk them, and so you kind of pay an hourly rate. So that's a good one for short-term stuff. But we just wanted to also mention long-term, if you're travelling. I know some people will put their pets into boarding kennels, etc. But in case you didn't know, there's a fantastic service called Trusted House Sitter. There's a couple of different ones around that are house sitting services. We have used Trusted House Sitter, so we'll talk about that. But when we went to Europe for 4 weeks, obviously we did not want to ask our neighbour to look after our cats for 4 weeks, and we didn't want to pay someone to come around every day. So we used the service of Trusted House Sitters, and it's fantastic. Basically, you have someone who is screened through Trusted House Sitters. They're called house sitters. Many people use this strategy to travel around the world, saving tens of thousands of dollars on accommodation. So you can sign up to be a house sitter, and you can go to destinations around the world for people like us who are traveling, going away for a month or more, and need someone to live in their house for free in exchange for taking care of their pets or their plants. And so we did that as a pet owner. So we hired someone, Melissa from Kentucky. You can screen all the people who apply. So we jumped on Zoom calls with several different people. Melissa had loads of experience with cats, and with house sitting. So she had great references, and so we asked her to come. So she came and stayed at our house for a month. So she was thinking of moving to the area, and she had friends in Chapel Hill, and she was wanting to come here. So this was a perfect opportunity for her to come here, check out the area, stay here for free, and just look after the cats. And cats, you know, they don't need a lot of stuff. So it's really great, beneficial for both parties. And so all we had to do was provide the house and, you know, everything that the pets need, etc. And then she came, stayed for free. We didn't have to pay her, but she took care of our cats. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great trade-off. A win-win situation, as they say.
Yep.
So, she was lovely. And, while we're in Europe for a month, she'd give us updates. She'd send, like, a photo to our kids of the two cats every day and, like, keep in contact that way. And, it was a great service. Like I said, we interviewed several people via Zoom, just like interviewing anybody for any particular role. Obviously, you look at their credentials, but you just get a gut feeling, too, of, like, who's going to bond best, I guess, with your pets and enjoy living in your house and stuff like that. So,
and she really took great care of our house as well, which is, I'm sure, a lot of people, you think, oh, gosh, a stranger's coming in, are they going to throw parties and all of this? But no, and you can set the ground rules and all of that, and you screen them properly. But she was fantastic, really took care of our house, and it doesn't cost them anything, or maybe they have to get a membership. Yes.
Because we have a membership.
You have a member. I think both parties do have to buy a membership.
Yeah, we do. Because I remember when we were
sitter.
trying to do it in Australia at that time. Yeah, you have to be a member.
You have to be a member. But look, the membership fee is not that bad. It's just over $100, I think. But then that's all you pay. So we don't have to pay the sitters, and the sitters are not paying anything either. So when you think about it, like, we had 4 weeks, someone taking care. I mean, you all know what pet care is like, and boarding kennels and pet sitters and all of that. It can really add up and be very expensive. So the price of the membership really is nothing compared to what you would pay. Plus you get someone looking after your house, bringing in your mail, watering your plants, all of that as well. So it's just fantastic if you travel, if you're going away for some length of time. We do partner with Trusted, like we're an affiliate partner with them, but they have given us a discount code. I think it's $25 off, or is it 25%? No, I think it's $25 off. But I will have that in the show notes with the link and the code to save you a bit of money, more money, which you will save anyway using their facilities. But if we can help you knock off a few dollars off that membership, then we've got that for you too. Yeah.
Obviously, if you have dogs, you want to hire somebody who's physically capable of walking your dogs and doing various, and obviously if your dogs, there's different breeds of dogs, different personalities and stuff like that. Same with cats. But I remember when we tried to do it in Australia, there's some interesting pets out there that people own, and so sometimes the trade-off of going and staying in somebody's house for free and looking after their house and having all these full-on weird responsibilities with these unique pets could be a turn-off, but generally cats and dogs and horses and all that, probably pretty simple.
Yeah, and we do have content on our travel site on using this strategy as a house sitter to travel around the world. So we'll put links to that in the show notes as well, in case it's something you do actually want to do. Because as I said, I know people who have saved $30,000 or more traveling full-time, utilising this strategy, getting to live in these beautiful locations around the world for free, just to look after someone's pets. Like, it's a great strategy. So we will put those links for you as well. There are many ways you can travel.
No, I'll see it in my future one day. And even Melissa from Kentucky, who looked after our pets for a month, she went to Melbourne, Australia for a month. Was it?
Yes.
Like, she had to pay for her own flights, obviously, but a month in Australia, free accommodation, like, that adds up big time. Oh, big time. And she was in Melbourne. She was there during the summer for the Australian Open and all sorts of great things. So yeah, what a great way to get free accommodation if you love looking after pets, and win-win. Yeah. Okay, so now some pet-friendly services. So I wanted to shout out, obviously, you know, there's PetSmart and all these chains like Chewy's online. I sometimes grab some deals on there to get my pet supplies, but some locally owned one. We loved Unleash. We love Unleashed. Sorry. They have
several locations in Raleigh. They actually started in 2007 in the NC State Fairgrounds in the marketplace there.
Very cool.
But they've grown a lot, and now they have stores across the Triangle and actually in Wilmington as well.
Yeah.
They're very heavy on the dogs, dog products. They started as a dog one, but they do have some stuff for cats in there as well, like food, toys, leashes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, locally owned, obviously, which is great. And I love their focus on the nutrition is in food. Obviously, like us humans, like there's eating and then there's eating. What you put into your body is important, and they have quality nutrition, pet food, which is great.
Yes, and if you have some good recommendations for cat food, let us know. We've got the fussiest cats
it is
in the
hard.
world.
We
It's
do have,
hard.
like, our youngest 12-year-old daughter, she's fussy, and so our cats are very fussy. But yeah, I mean, like looking at labels too, like myself as a human buying food at the grocery store, like I try and avoid things that have like 50 ingredients on the label and you can't pronounce half of them. And unfortunately, a lot of the pet food is like that too. So we want to make sure that, our cats are eating, but long term that what they're eating is nourishing and nutritious and good for them, like with vitamins and minerals and everything like that. We're not just feeding them for the sake of feeding them.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's hard.
We want to get food that's like protein heavy. We don't want grains in it and vegetables and all of that because it's not really cat diet.
Yeah, well, natural, obviously, I'm still learning. I don't know the natural diet of a cat or a dog, obviously, because we haven't had dogs. But
birds and mice.
Yeah, but like real food, I guess, as much as like us, like real food, there's less processing as possible, there's less fillers, additives, all the horrible, sugars and natural flavors and all that sort of stuff. As less ingredients as possible.
Pet Supplies is another one. Now, it is a chain, but they have independent local owners. So that's another place in Raleigh where you can get your pet supplies. Pet Mania, they opened their first store in 1988 in Raleigh. So they've been going a long time. They're now locations in Raleigh, Wake Forest, Holly Springs and Carey. And Fido Pet Supply, we don't have any experience there, but lots of people in our community raved about them before. I know they have a location near Atlantic Avenue, I think, in Raleigh. They also have one in Carey and Chapel Hill.
Okay.
So there's some pet supply places. I'm sure there are many more that I don't know of. So please, again, leave your comments for that in our blog content.
Every grocery store has pet food and supplies as well.
Right,
and just like the human food, every grocery store is going to vary on the value and the quality of their products.
Yeah, definitely.
And I understand everybody has a budget and price point, so you can just do the best that you can.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, our home at the moment looks like a daycare centre with all the toys lying around. They're all cat toys. And our Instagram feeds are full of cat products and cat toys. And they pull you in by saying, don't let your cat get bored. A bored cat will be a depressed cat.
And of course, we see the ads all over.
I better get that.
Start searching for stuff and talking about stuff on your phone's hearing it, and you see ads on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. And sign up for this subscription box, and we'll send you every month, which we did. We're suckers. But no, sometimes like those ads can be really helpful, and they know what you're looking for and save you hours of searching. So
they do. One of those subscription boxes called Kit Box, and so I was getting it every month, but that's too much. So I've put it to every quarter now. But it just sends a bunch of toys out.
Yeah. Although there was a dud. I saw an ad. There was this snake.
That was a dud.
Battery operated snake thing that would slither around the floor, and the video looks amazing. The cat's having a great time chasing it, playing with it.
Not our cat.
It was a dud. It moved really slowly. The battery lasted bugger all, like a couple of minutes. You're constantly recharging the thing, and our cats were not interested. So.
Yep. Look, all you need to do if you've got cats, get a 10-pack of these furry little mice and throw them around.
Yeah.
The cats will hunt them, and then they're happy. You don't need the snakes. Because do cats even hunt snakes in real life? Outdoors, I mean?
Depend on the snake, I guess.
Not copperheads, because copperheads are going to kill
them. I know,
them.
like this is, I'm sure everybody's had a real mouse in their garage or house at some stage, and if that happens, that's a ton of fun with your cats.
Oh, yeah.
Like our two had it cornered. We had one. It was in the garage for a little while, and somehow it found its way up into the bonus room upstairs,
which is actually our daughter's
bedroom. She's freaking out. But there's little mousey, poor little mouse was
poor mouse,
trapped underneath the dresser, and both our cats were like sat there and watched it and followed it for hours. I don't know how long, but I don't even know what happened eventually.
They didn't catch it.
No, they didn't catch it, but they were very inquisitive.
Talk.
Yeah.
that was so cute.
Well, they're
just to
scaredy
see
cats,
their natural instincts come out.
But yeah.
It was great. But yeah, if you have a mouse problem, get a cat. No more problem. Actually, so last year I went to Greece, and I was in Athens. Oh my gosh. And so this wasn't that long after we got
City of Cats.
Mavis and Ivy, and I just fell in love with Athens because it is the city of cats. Unbelievable how many cats are roaming around. Stray cats, happy cats, friendly cats. And so I'm like, what is the story here? Why are there so many cats? And so they had a mouse problem. And so they brought in cats to take care of the mouse problem. Well, there's no more mouse problem, but now they have a cat problem because cats are everywhere.
Sounds like Australia with some of the pests that they've tried to take care of, and it's just created another problem. Yeah. But yeah, okay.
But these cats are gorgeous, and a friend of mine is a major cat lady, and so she had a bag of food that she carried around Greece with her and would just feed the strays. But yeah, so if you love cats, go to Cat City, Athens.
Yeah, looking for a new travel destination and tie it into your catliness, if that's such a thing.
Yep, it's Athens. We also heard that Rome was a cat city, but we didn't see
a couple.
Didn't see many cats at all. Not like Athens.
I haven't been to Athens, but Rome. I only remember seeing one actually.
Yeah, we went to that temple. There's an old ancient temple there that, like Rome, you just stumble upon it, that's known as a cat sanctuary, and we did not see one cat there. Apparently there are scores of them. We didn't see one. But anyway, Athens, guaranteed you'll find
if you want to see the big cats, the real big cats, go to Africa like we did and do a safari. So there.
Yep. Just don't get out of the car with the big cats.
Don't try and feed those ones.
Don't try and feed them. Okay, some pet-friendly places. So people always want to know where can they take their pets. This section's probably going to be mostly dedicated to dogs. I know that people do take their cats out. I follow people on Instagram who travel with their cats. A good friend of ours, Anna Everywhere, she travels with her cat, her ragdoll cat. She has the cutest pictures of her cat in Paris. But unfortunately, our cats will not do that, and we won't take them outside. So mostly these places are dog. We tried it once.
We took our cats to Rocky Mountain Mills. We did a, what's the name of the... Tiny home. I had a memory of any more coffee. We did a tiny home stay at
Pet Friendly.
Rocky Mountain Mills. Pet Friendly, yes. We took our two little kitties. It's only an hour from Raleigh. Easy weekend getaway. Great destinations.
Oh, it's fantastic.
We have a lot of content, and I'll link to that in the show notes and in the relevant blog post. But our cats, they're still, like I said, they're scaredy cats, and they were still a bit spooked. They were just, a bit upset in the car the whole time, and then when they were there, they just hid under cushions the whole weekend. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we're just going to leave them at home from now on and have them taken care of. So we don't want to freak them out.
We felt so bad because I was so scared.
But I have heard that it's like hotels are much easier with dogs than cats. Obviously, we haven't personally had experience with this, but just seen a few updates and read some comments online that even if hotels say that they're cat friendly, they can be a bit challenging. I don't know why you'd think cats are easier.
Yeah,
like they're not going to. They don't bark, so they're not going to wake the person in the room next door up at night. They're not going to run around as much and wee everywhere and poo everywhere. Like your cat's going to make barely a sound, and they have their litter box. It's like you think cats. Is it a hair thing or I wouldn't think so. Like dogs drop more hair, wouldn't they? So
I think more people are allergic to cats than dogs.
Maybe. Like I don't know. So anyway, interesting. Like if you have any experience with hotels and dogs and cats or planes, share your stories and insights.
And always ask. There are so many more pet friendly hotels and that now. You will have to pay a surcharge per night, which can actually work out to be quite a lot. $50 up per night.
Sounds like parking.
Be aware of that. Yeah, exactly.
Extortionate.
One reason we don't travel with our cats, but make sure you do ask and don't try and sneak them in because they know all those tricks.
Yeah.
But see, there are some quality pet friendly. Actually, I think I did list some pet friendly hotels here in Raleigh.
Okay,
we'll jump into there. I just got a couple. I just got two actually. I was quite surprised about this. The Umstead Hotel, the 5-star.
Well, come on, this is America.
Nationally recognised hotel.
America, man. It's award-winning hotel, so they're ticking all the boxes.
There you go.
Pet friendly as well as everything else, like the spa, the amazing food, the comfort.
I bet their surcharge is high.
Probably.
And they may even have a pet spa. Who knows? I think they need to.
I wouldn't be
introduce
surprised. Like I said, America.
Yeah. And the other one,
they might even have their own room attached.
Maybe, probably.
Instead of your kids, you put your dogs and your cats next door.
What are they?
Interconnecting rooms. Or the loft area. They might have a loft area or something.
If you've experienced it, let us know. Mm-hmm. And then locally owned the Longleaf Hotel apparently is pet friendly as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that were obvious on the websites because this information can be hard to find, no matter what it is with travel, or if you're looking at a restaurant or a bar or a brewery. Like, the information can be so lacking on websites, and we're going to have an upcoming podcast actually about marketing and blogging and websites and branding, but because it's frustrating. Make it easy. If you're listening to this and you're pet friendly and you don't have make it easy for people to find on your website. FAQ section. You're cat friendly, you're dog friendly, you're not. Otherwise, you got to call, you got to email. It's like frustrating.
Yeah, and look, the fact is people are short on time and they're going to go to the place that makes it easy for them to find what they need. So if they've got the information laid out, they're more inclined to go there rather than have to phone around and discover it for themselves. It's just we live in 2024. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So make sure the information is easy to find. People are not searching around for it, and they definitely don't have to phone you because
you don't have time to take phone calls and receive emails about whether you're dog or cat friendly or pet friendly. So
kid friendly.
Yeah, all the questions you get asked all the time. So put them on your website, like front and center.
Easily found. Okay, so some other places. Obviously, Raleigh is a home of a lot of breweries. Many of them have outdoor spaces. Many of them will be pet friendly. So just, ask questions if you're not sure. Crankham Brewery, very dog friendly. They even have social dog walks every Monday. People get together with their dogs, go for a walk, have a beer, etc.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They even have puppy yoga too. I had a look. There's not
goat yoga, isn't it?
No, I think they were doing puppy.
Oh, they might do various animal yoga.
Yeah. Okay, I did go on their website to have a look. There's nothing on there at the moment, but I do know they were
sure they've had baby goat yoga. I don't know about puppies, but I could be wrong. Excuse me.
Yeah, we'll check that. I'm pretty sure it's there, but we'll have a look. But anyway, dog friendly, definitely.
Yes.
Linwood Brewing Concern, in that whole area, there's
nice
places
outdoor
to eat.
Space. Yeah.
Like we went there was so many dogs there. Clouds Brewing, Raleigh Brewing, Trophy Brewing, Vaults Craft. They that tap house there, dog friendly. So many. So just ask.
Yeah, places in Carey and Apex as well. Vicious Fishes have a big outdoor area in Carey and Apex, pet friendly.
Bond Brothers is pet friendly.
Yeah, most of them have like water stations outside for pets and stuff like that. And Mordecai Beverage Co. too. Yes, they have an outdoor area. I mean, probably any brewery that has an outdoor space, even some interior spaces, allow pets. But yeah, again, it's case by case, but you should be fine.
Yeah, and the RBF bar, not a brewery, but it is a wine champagne bar. They actually have puppy yoga.
Oh, cool.
I think it's a Sunday.
Of course they do.
They do that, yeah.
Well done, Tiffany and Mike. Yep. Shout out to our friends who own that bar in downtown Carey. If you haven't been there, it's awesome. Yeah,
well, Tiffany, they have a dog, and I've forgotten the dog's name, but it's very Instagram famous now because the dog's always there and it's outside on the patio. Very, very cute.
Okay.
So they are like super dog-friendly dog lovers for sure. places to eat in Raleigh. Again, outdoor areas. You know, if you're a dog owner, pet owner, you know it's going to be the outdoor area places. Just some that I know of. Plates, Neighbourhood Kitchen. They have a dog-friendly area. They're good for brunch too. Mojo's, Casual Burger Place. Flying Biscuit Cafe. They've got locations around the Wake County, probably the Triangle, so they're dog friendly.
Oh, sorry, the Village District.
Yep,
the one we've been to.
Yep, Briar Creek. We went to that one recently.
Briar Creek, yes.
Whiskey Kitchen, dog friendly patio.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. So.
White Hill too. I know they have their awesome patio. Looks the city. There's a lot of dogs there. Outdoor patios areas which is getting more popular. I guess that's kind of sprung up too after the pandemic. People want to sit outside, so more places are friendlier to humans and our furry friends.
Yep, that's right.
Same with coffee shops too.
Yeah.
Like the Morning Times, I often see people sitting out on Hargate Street on the sidewalk at the seats there at Morning Times with their dogs. Black and White Coffee in the Warehouse District got an outside patio area there. Jabala got an outside area on Hillsborough Street. So yeah, anywhere outside, I would imagine you bring your furry friend.
Yeah, exactly. And Raleigh has a lot of these mixed use development areas now that have a lot of outdoor spaces. So even these kind of neighbourhoods and shopping areas are quite dog friendly. North Hills have a lot of events in their Midtown Common Square, and I believe a lot of them are dog friendly, pet friendly, but most people are just taking dogs. So that's great. You can go and listen to some beach music and dance with your dog. I mean, what a great evening that is.
Yeah, I imagine these upcoming places to be the same. Smoky Hollow and
Hollow's on my list.
Ironworks, Raleigh Ironworks, outdoor, similar area, similar spaces, and Fenton and Carey, I guess, as well. Have you actually seen many dogs in Fenton?
I'm not sure. I would check that out because I haven't seen it, but that's not to say that
you can't.
You can't, because they do have that outdoor square area as well. It is quite small though, so I don't know about that. But Lafayette Village is Smoky Hollow, as you mentioned. Moore Square Market, whatever they've got going down in Moore Square. You can take your dogs down there, the Village District. And so downtown, we'll jump into some parks and that. But first, let me just mention, actually, West Street Dog, they have like an indoor dog park and a bar, and it's actually on North Street, which is where we are right now. That's where Raleigh found it, is on North Street. So it's called the West Street Dog Bar. So there they have
where's West Street?
Dog daycare, but it's on North Street, but it's called...
Is it attached to Smoky Hollow or near Smoky Hollow?
I don't know. I didn't look on the map. I just looked at the address.
Okay.
But anyway, they have a dog daycare, they have overnight boarding, and they have a bar there. So the dog can come run around and
what's your dog drinking?
Yeah.
Doggy cocktails, look out.
Smoky old fashioned. Who knows?
Oh, America, as I keep saying.
Yeah, but this kind of stuff is coming in Australia now because people want to go out with their kids, they want to go out with their pets because they're like kids too. But Boylan Heights also will soon have a dog bar. So it's going to be a dog park called The Yard. It's on Westland North Street, and there's going to be a bar there. It's an off-leash dog park.
Cool.
So you can go and have a great time there with your dogs. And, of course, downtown Carey Park.
Yeah.
Downtown Carey Park is the place to be. Just go there on a weekend. You'll be there with thousands of people.
All of Carey and half of Raleigh.
Half of Raleigh.
Half of Wake County.
It is a really cool place. They have the dog park there, which I believe you have to get a membership for.
It's just, I'm in a few select Facebook groups more than I'd like to be, and there's some interesting conversations about dog parks and memberships and who polices them and dog owners following the rules, etc. It's like, oh wow, I'm so glad I have indoor cats and I don't have to deal with this nonsense. It's hard enough being a parent with your kids and all the schooling and bullying and everything that goes on with that. Like, oh man.
Now with dogs, you have to do it with dogs.
Yeah, it's just like... But yeah, there's a Bark Bar in downtown Carey Park, and right next to it is the dog park.
Right.
I think there's 2 different dog parks depending on the size or breed of your dog. I don't know.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but there's at least one.
And it's a social district, so you can order your drink from the Bark Bar, then go and mind your dog. Or if you have kids, you can mind them while drinking a beer while they're on the play area.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things. Like dog owners, going down to the Bark Bar, getting comfortable at the bar. Their dog's running wild in the dog park, annoying other dogs or jumping on people, and yeah. So
you just can take your drink in with you, can't you?
well, you can, but of course we're dealing with humans here. Like, come on, all humans aren't good at following direction and rules.
True. That's true. Well, you just don't be.
So, like being a child, like I'm the same. Like with a parent, if your kid's acting up on a plane or in a restaurant, take care of it. Like remove them from the situation. If your dog's playing up, remove them from the situation.
It's not always that easy though. Like
no, it's
planes,
not. But
sometimes
generally, at least make an effort and have awareness and attention. Don't just go and sit at the bar and forget that you're a dog owner.
Yeah, exactly. That's not good. But you can take it with you. So don't worry, you don't have to miss out on your drink.
That was end of my rant.
There you go.
And I don't even have to worry about the dog park.
we don't go to any dog parks. We just go to the Bark Bar and stay there because now our kids don't play in the playground. Actually, we go to RBF Bar. But anyway, Dix Park also has a dog park too. I think they've just
it's I believe it's a temporary one. Obviously, Dix is going on a massive multi-stage development. There is quite a large area there. I'm pretty sure that's not the permanent dog park, but again I could be wrong.
Yeah, right. And then, of course, we've got the Raleigh greenways and parks. You know, make sure your dogs are on a leash. Check each place because, you know, rules change all the time. We're not up to date on, what you do with your dogs when you're out hiking and walking on the greenways, etc., what those rules are. But do check them out. Of course, Raleigh has so many lakes and trails and I believe the Jim Goodnight Sculpture Park there at the museum, the art museum, you can take dogs there. They have so many trails around there that you can take dogs. And, of course, Armstead is dog-friendly, I believe, most of the trails.
Yes, on a leash again. But go to every individual website. You're going to hear this podcast after we do our meetup on the weekend, but we have a meetup on Sunday and we're doing a walk around Lake Johnson. And I've said dogs are welcome, but they have to be on a 6-foot leash. So, and I think that's the case in most lakes and trails and stuff, which is fair. And
we are going to coffee at Jabala after, so thankfully they have an outdoor place. If the dog wants to
come. Like I said, you will hear this podcast after this meetup, but we're going to have meetups more consistently and doing different things in and around different parts of Raleigh. And this weekend we thought we'd go for a walk around Lake Johnson and then go and grab coffee.
It's going to be good. But so you don't miss the next announcement.
Yes.
Make sure that you join our email community because that email should arrive to you, whereas on Instagram, what you see is largely controlled by the algorithm gods.
Meta.
So don't let Meta stop you from getting the information that you actually want to need. So join our email community.
Too much Mark in our lives.
Too much Zuckerberg. So we want to help change that for you. Join our email community. Put our email address on your whitelist address book so it doesn't end up in the spam because, you know, those email gods can control things a little too much as well. That way you'll get all of our latest updates, not just about meetups, but about new posts, events happening for the week, fun finds, all of that stuff. So this is Raleigh.com. You'll find a form on the homepage. Just pop in your details and we'll welcome you with the first email.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's our sort of pet-friendly edition. As we said, we are relatively new pet owners, not much experience with dogs, but learning a lot about cats. If you have any advice for us, if you have any recommendations, please put them on the comments on the blog post. Just search Pet Friendly Raleigh. You'll find our content on it, the show notes for this podcast. And you can also drop us an email with any advice you have for our precious little kitties, catscraig@thisisraleigh.com.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And if you ever see us out walking around anywhere, restaurant, bar, coffee shop, trail, don't be shy. Come and say hi or come to one of our meetups. It'd be great to get to know you.
That's right.
We spend a lot of time online and it's nice to get out in the community and meet people in person.
That's right. And spring is coming, so it's going to be more
everything's coming alive again and I'm feeling it already. Warmer temperatures, colours, Bring it on.
Excellent. So our next podcast is actually going to be about spring destinations. So
yes, spring break,
stay
getaways.
tuned into that. All right, guys. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.